on to our next story. If we've seen a lot of anything in Dunstable over the last couple of years, it's been Roadworks. And from next month, some of those lane changes and new signs at the junctions of High Street, Church Street and West Street are going to be undone. Yep, they really are going to be undone. Central Bedfordshire Council has admitted that the changes, that cost £7 million, by the way, just aren't working. Joining me now to talk about how it's likely to affect drivers, residents and businesses is John Gurney from Dunstable's Dunstable Independence on the Town Council. Good morning to you, John.
Good morning, Andy. How are you?
I'm fine and dandy. So you refer to this as the Festival of Roadworks. What do you mean by that?
Well, my brother, Councillor Kenson Gurney, also a town councillor, coined the phrase a couple of years ago when the roadwork started in 2020, because it just went on and on and on. Well, there didn't seem to be any end to it, and it just seemed like the best way of describing it was to basically laugh at what they were doing.
So what actually is going to be done from next month then, John?
Well, as I understand it, they're going to change back the Church Street markings and the two lanes coming into the town centre. From what they initially set up was the left-hand lane only turns left, and the right-hand lane was turning right and going straight on, which is contrary to the highways code and roundabouts and so on, and it doesn't work. So they're going to put the arrow on the left-hand lane to go straight across, and the right-hand lane will be turning right. So that'll be Church Street. I haven't got any more details what they're going to do with the other three lanes, but hopefully they're going to revert them back to how they used to work with the traffic lights before they used to work. The only problem is West Street is now only one lane coming into the town centre, as it used to be two. And they can't just, unless they want to take up the pavement again, because obviously the people standing out the next head don't really want to slow the traffic. They don't really know what they're going to do there.
The carnage it causes, in doing all of this to get it done, and then to realise actually it's not working. So now that we've got to undo all of that, not only is it affecting those that drive it through Dunstable or to Dunstable, but the businesses must be suffering as well, because no one's going to want to come to Dunstable if it takes you, 30 minutes to get through the roadworks. Plus.
Well, yes, it has delayed before the roadworks, what they've currently done has delayed all the traffic anyway, because people can't get across. So what people are doing since it was all supposedly finished last May, is they've been avoiding the town centre and going round the other routes. You can go up Great Northern Road, Meadway, off to the White Line Estate. So that's had an effect. And of course, now they're going to do this again. They say it's only going to take a week or so, but they also say they're going to lay a new road surface. Now, considering the other one has only been down a year or so, you're going to think, well, why? What's wrong with the current service? Why didn't they get that right?
£7 million, £7 million. That's how much they spent in getting all this. Do you think the roads will be better once they get everything back to how they want it to be now?
Well, to think of a topical analogy, gathered lots of people who are sympathetic to a certain group in 1930s Germany and asked them to put their hands up. I don't think there'd be many people saluting. So I don't know. If they don't get it right and they have to turn around and have another festival of roadworks, then what can we do?
John, appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us on the show this morning. John Gurney there from Dunstable Independence on the Town Council. Now, we contacted Central Bedfordshire Council and they have sent us a statement that say, please, Tara.
Yeah, we have got a statement. It reads, the Dunstable High Street project was externally funded and did not cost taxpayers anything from their council tax. In working with our contractor, we identified that resurfacing works would be required and have instructed our contractor to complete these works at their own expense, not at that of the council. The changes to traffic signals that were implemented were based on information we had at the time. However, traffic patterns have changed and we are able to revert back to the previous layout on Church Street using the existing traffic signals without incurring any additional cost. The changes to lane markings will be completed as part of the resurfacing work, so do not affect any timings or use any additional equipment. It's estimated that it will take approximately 5 days to complete these changes, which will require road closures and signposted diversions. The work will start in April, and we apologise in advance for the disruption.